YouTube channel. My name is Milano. I go by that name on social media, and I'm going to do a food review today from the local MAM'UYANGICHAZA. That's what I call it. It's spilling now. But before we get to that, first things first, in Setswana, they say when they want to say it's going to be okay, and then of late I've been mixing all these languages in my videos because I can speak them. Why not? So now I've invented this one. It's called in Zulu. They can say kuzosiyama. In Swati, basiktauseyama, which would mean gutaulu. It's going to be okay. So I've created that one. But why? I'm reflecting on this other part. I was thinking about it coming back, carrying my bag. I've got this backpack I carry every day. Funny thing is that I carry this bag all the way to work every day without fail. And then when I get to work, there are things which I need, I open and I use. And then when I'm done, I close it. I pack the things and I close it. And I take it back home. When it gets home, it's always on the floor like it is. And then in the morning, what do? Finish getting ready, take the bag and back to school. And then why is it that one finds the need to go with the school or with the bag to school and come back and not do anything following day? Why can someone tell me that? Anyway, I've taken a break. Well, I've taken a brief break from doing lives. I normally record them. They take 24 hours to upload, so I'm recording this the previous day before you get it. I think by now you know the drill, until we get a gadget, which is going to very soon. So that's the deal. And then also the food review. Maybe let me start with the food review, because I think the video is going to be touched on that. So I'm opening it. It comes in a plastic like this, and there's this thing they do this side. They wrap the food. It's small boxes like this. It's just big enough. I think it's good portions, because we are used to having double of this on the plate. Well, let me say me, when dishing at home. But here, it's this big, and I'm going to eat and be full. These are chopsticks which were in the house. I just put them to show you how it comes. They normally come wrapped. I can't use them. So I brought a spoon from home, which I will use. Normally, there's so many elastics which I've collected now here because of buying food from MAM'UYANGICHAZA. I call it MAM'UYANGICHAZA because Youngchaz. Now we are so close, such that when I have a collection of the chopsticks which I don't use, I normally pass by and give them to her, creating relations, and we greet each other so well. So they wrap the food and they put these elastics. See, now we've got a starvation of elastics. It's like you need to go to the bank to get elastics. Now I've got so many elastics. Even at work, I've got a collection of them. But they come in handy. It's just that now there's so much of them. It's like plastic. When you collect plastic, with the hope that you'll need it, because you know that there are times when you need it, and then eventually you've got a lot of plastic. Anyway, so let me open my food. What is spilling, by the way? It's spilling. Can you see? There's this blackish thing on the plastic. That is soya from the chilies. The lady knows. She dishes for me when I come. She gives me ni hao, hello. It's a mixture. And then they already dish for me rice, and then she knows I go for chicken, because most of the meats are pork and I don't eat pork. And then I go for chicken. So she gives me different chicken and different types of chicken, whatsoever's available. She asked me which one do I want, and now she even knows that I love my extra sauce. Like, I love my gravy. It needs to be there. So this is how it looks like when you open it. Can you see it? The chilies, the extra chilies is there. I normally pour it on the fruits. And then what also comes in handy, with aromate came all the way from home. I'm going to refill it, because what I do, excuse me, I want to sneeze. Excuse me. The beauty of recording lives. Excuse me, and I leave alone. So I'm going to refill it. I take it also to school, because whenever I get food, I feel like I need to zhuzh it up a bit. Also, I brought this all the way from very petty. I love my chilies, by the way. And then I also brought this. But this food deserves only aromat because I already have chilies and it's tasty. So another thing about the chicken from here, which I realized, even if you buy a drumstick, they chop it with this very sharp knife, and they believe in chopping it into pieces, into mouth-sized pieces, if I can put it that way. Now, the negative part about it is that there are bones, right? You see this one, ribs, so with the ribs, it makes it a bit difficult to just eat your chicken. I think this meal was going to be nicer if it was made, excuse me, with chicken breasts, right, or the white meat. Delicious recipe if they would stick to that. Excuse me, I'm busy burping. I was having my Sprite, my cup. Eventually we'll get somewhere. We start from humble beginnings, ne? So this is my cup. It's a bottle which was off. There's this new drink I'm drinking these days if I'm not having fizzy drinks. It's this one is from lemon water, and then there's this other one which is called lemon and honey water. So the cup is coming from a bottle like this, but this one was for, I think this one was for honey, and then that one is lemon and honey. So this is the food. It looks like this. These are the veggies. By the way, they love the egg here. They swear by the egg. I don't know what I can relate or compare the egg with. What do we always put in our food? Help me in the comments. You'll tell me what we normally put in every meal, or almost every meal. Here, everything. The egg, even in these bodega shops like 7-Eleven, Family. I don't know what's happening. We were cut. I almost had to restart. Even the other time, my phone was doing this. It's not the phone. I'm recording from an iPad. I don't know whether it's the app or it's the gadget, but also I ran out of space. Sorry for the break. If you don't notice it, it means it's doing a great job. I was still reviewing the food. I was beginning to close it so I can start afresh again. Hey, and I always get frustrated when I'm being defeated by technology. I've got technophobia. So this is the food. I was talking about the chicken. It's very nice, spicy. It's got chilies, but it's not hot. Sometimes it's got sweet chili, and then the veggies look like this. I don't know what is this, but it looks like mushroom strips or something. Anyway, nice. And then there are these green veggies. Excuse me. There's the egg part I was talking about. There's an egg in the salad, which is good. The other day I saw it looked like custard, but it had carrots. And then when I asked, they said it's egg. So they were scooping it. Oh, by the way, this is food from school. See, we eat a balanced meal at school. There's a fruit always on the side, and then there's a vegetarian side, and there's a non-vegetarian side. So as educators, we pay a very minimum fee to get the meal, which is reasonable. It makes sense. Instead of buying every day, I think we pay less than $100 compared to having to buy from MAM'UYANGICHAZA. MAM'UYANGICHAZA's food is 80 Taiwanese dollars or 90 Taiwanese dollars. What I did when I was calculating, I realized that something like $100 is 16 rand. I think yeah, 30 rand. Wait, $50, $60 is about 30 rand. It's confusing. Anyway, yeah, but with $100 you get food like this. It's reasonable. It's about 60-50 rand. So yeah, what else about the food review? It's nice and spicy, and there's rice at the bottom. I love my rice. So what I will do after this video, I'm going to add more aromat, because most of the food I feel like it needs a bit of zhuzhing. This one needs aromat. So yeah, in a nutshell, I hope this video is going to connect to each other after it took a break. So in a nutshell, that's what I do. And what do I down with? Sprite or Coke, but you have got Sprite, or instead of fizzy drinks, I go for these waters, which is flavored waters, not flavored waters, but there's lemon water, that's what they call it. And this one is lemon and honey, and there's honey water. What did I want to say before I end this video? Lessons. I've started lessons. That's the reason why I haven't been doing the videos which I've been doing, like I was doing them. But I've been doing shorts, ne? You can catch up on the shorts. Another thing, I have finally bought reasonable priced coat hangers. These were 49 and they're 10, 49 Taiwanese dollars. This fancy one which I bought, if you watch one of my previous videos, I reflect on the fact that I bought coat hangers for $400, which is expensive. They were about 12, so I think about 3. So I bought sets of 4 sets of 3, which makes $400. That was very expensive. And what I hate about them, you can't hang like more than 2 clothes comfortably, because it then does this. I feel like it's going to break. I wanted to say it helps also to ask, but there's a video, I think the previous video I did plug what shops are like ShopRite and more Pick and Pay back home. It's Daiso, and the other one is Careful. Careful. I put the links and the names of the shops there if you are coming. So I hope this video and information is going to help you. Otherwise, everything is going well so far. Sesi holile. That's why it says saying my camera, I'm a cotton. And I've started with teaching. Literally the other week I was observing, the previous week I was still compiling my material, so now I'm putting it into action. It's texting physically, but I enjoy it. I'm not complaining, and I'm learning a lot of things about their culture. Take for instance, I did mention in one of the shots, you can check the shots, about a situation where a learner was nervous and she broke down and the others came to support them. Normally as educators, you'd find yourself having to try and deflect the attention and or reprimand the learners. Be strong. What's wrong with you? But yeah, one thing which I learned from the other videos is that the one thing which you can never do is to embarrass a Taiwanese. They take great offense if you make them feel little in any way. Anyway, the support, the one after breaking down, one of the girls took an exercise, because I said in the video, covering her face, the other one was rubbing her back, the other one was patting her back, the other one was rubbing the shoulder. Oh, shame. It was just sad. And then the teacher did go afterwards to address it, but she continued teaching. So I learned that. And then another thing, on Twitter, do follow me on Twitter, it's Milano, same handle as yeah. I do post updates, like small clips as well. Today I posted about the fact that we got this fancy drink. Everyone was excited about it, and I thought, yay, it's going down. I started salivating, and then when I tasted it, they call it bubble tea or boba. It's a delicacy here. They love it, but unfortunately, personally, I don't like tea, even if it's cold. I normally drink it if I go and visit people, just for being decent, but I wait for it to cool down because it used to burn me. So my palate is not happy with the tea flavor, whether cold or hot. Even coffee, I don't do coffee. I'd rather drink cold water in the morning. It helps me get up. That's me. And then it's called bubble tea. It's got these jelly-like things, and they loved it. They love it, actually. Another friend of mine on Twitter said, I don't know where she was, and there was a long queue for that kind of tea. So it's a big thing here. Unfortunately, also, I am lactose intolerant. So it's milk tea. They call it bubble tea. It's got milk, and it's tea, and it's cold, and it's got these jelly things, and it's not jelly tots. It's jelly, like it's not sweet. Maybe if it was sweet, it was going to have that fancy flavor for me. But yeah, hopefully I'll keep on tasting it, because I would like to feel part of. But if it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And then another thing I wanted to touch on, I did speak about the shorts. You can go and watch my shorts. I think those, when I have time, I do them, because I also post those clips on Twitter. And then follow me on Twitter, by the way. I'll follow back. and tell them on Twitter to come and subscribe this one. Yay! Road to 100 subscribers. I'm on 91 by the time I check this one. And I started being active like a month ago, almost a month ago, on the 14th, which is in a few days, or tomorrow. Today is the 12th. It's in 2 days. It's on Thursday. And the time is 10 to 7. So it's about lunchtime back at home. It's going for lunch. 10 to 1 back at home. Because what I do, I just look at 7 and look across. That's 1. So it's the following day. They're only getting to today lunchtime now. Mine, I've knocked off at work and I'm about to eat and get ready to sleep. So what else? Yeah, it's just that. So it was about this review. Delicious food. The chicken, if it was more of the chicken breast without them chopping. When they chop the meat, by the way, they use the sharp now. It just goes through the bones. So now I need to deal with the bones. I'm trying to get to the meat, and I don't like that. If there's one thing I don't order when I go out, especially when I'm on a date, there's a bone. It's chicken, which has got chicken ribs. I'd rather go for white meat or beef, so I don't have to deal with bones. I love my chicken bones, but it's the admin for me. That's why I also don't like, or I enjoy fish, but I don't like eating bohegnan or something which has got bones. The admin of scraping through. I enjoy prawns, but the admin of opening up, your hands are dirty. That's me. So that's it. Let me not make this video too long. I hope you enjoyed it and it was helpful. It's been a while. I'm still alive. That is what is important. Kutlawusiyama, utaseyama, kuzoseyama. It's going to be okay. Have a blessed one. And goodbye. Let me try and say goodbye and I go for real this time. Bye. Oh, ngintanda ure.